way you are going to overthrow white supremacy is in blood. You're not voting out white supremacy. You're not marching out white supremacy. You're not boycotting out white supremacy. You're not praying white supremacy. You're not fasting away white supremacy. The only way you remove white supremacy is through blood. I want to be very
How did you escape the streets? You being from North Philly, how did you not get into drug dealing?
I was never into that. I never wanted to be cool. I was never a follower. That's what saved me. I was never a follower, and I was always a reader and a bookworm. So the streets never appealed to me. I never wanted to hang on the corner with the fellas. I never wanted to chase the girls like that. You know, although I loved the women, that was not my approach. You know, I was always pretty much focused since I was a young kid. I kind of knew that my life would be spent, you know, fighting for the people. So that when you have purpose in life, it helps prevent you from getting in a lot of shit. You know, the reason why so many of our young men in the streets are in the streets, they don't have a reason to live.
You know,
they got reasons to die, but they ain't got no reasons to live. I had a reason to live. I knew I'm going to be a psychologist. I'm going to try to finish the work of Frederick Douglass. You know what I mean? I knew that in elementary school. So when you know what your destiny is, it's easy to steer clear of drama.
Let me ask you this, right? What's your take on snitching? I know in our culture, the gunning situation, everybody calling him a snitch in the rap with the young thug. So what's your take on that? Black people snitching. Is that a real thing to you?
I look at it two ways. Because on one way, snitching gets you killed because the lawyer for whoever you snitching on has a right to know who snitched. And he's going to tell his client who snitched. So even though you're trying to do the right thing and expose who shot this person, the lawyer is going to tell the person who did it who you are, and they're going to try to get you killed before you can ever testify. So it almost comes down to whose life needs to be lost more. You follow me? The person who's already gone, or do we also want to add another life to it? I think people have to be careful because, first of all, the criminal justice system don't care about justice for black people. That's the premise I work from. The criminal justice system does not care about justice for black people. So when you step out there and say, okay, I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to let the police know what happened, I'm not against that. I can even applaud that if it's for a just reason. But understand you putting your life in harm's way. I would much rather see the black community have its own system of accountability so we don't have to involve the police at all. If you did something that's worthy of punishment, we'll take care of it. I'm a firm advocate of the Ski Mask Club. I think every black community should have a Ski Mask Club, a group of brothers and sisters who go around and administer discipline as necessary when people work against the best interests of the community. I'm telling you, when brothers who shoot people up are found dead and shot up, it'll be a lot less violence, especially when they don't know who the hell doing it. You follow what I'm saying? Or you rob somebody today, you end up with a couple fingers missing, you'll see crime go down.
Oh, wow.
You know, we need our own Ski Mask Club. We really need it. We absolutely do. You have to, part of being a man is engaging in violence. You don't do it indiscriminately, but as a man, God put you here to engage in violence as necessary to control behavior. And I don't see us using violence towards a benefit for the black community. I'm seeing black male violence being used to destroy the black community as opposed to being used to protect the black community. For example,
original gangs.
Yes, all this killing we doing of each other. Ain't nobody accidentally shot George Zimmerman yet. Ain't nobody accidentally shot none of these police that then killed our women in cold blood. Ain't nobody accidentally shot that Caucasian who walked into that supermarket in Buffalo, New York and murdered all them. I just got a text last night. A sister just got shot by the police and murdered in Mississippi last night or the night before. So they are not only just killing the men, they killing our kids too. I'm going to say this. I do not promote violence. but I understand violence is necessary at times. That's why I stand by Brother Malcolm, child of the Garvey movement, when he said, by any means necessary, because there is a time for violence. But I would also say that black people need to understand something. The white man built this civilization in our blood. And the only way you are going to overthrow white supremacy is in blood. You're not voting out white supremacy. You're not marching out white supremacy. You're not boycotting out white supremacy. You're not praying white supremacy. You're not fasting away white supremacy. The only way you remove white supremacy is through blood. I want to be very clear about that. Now, we're nowhere near ready for that. I want to be clear about that. Okay, I want to be clear because we don't produce a single bullet. We don't manufacture no guns. So we're not ready for that. Okay, Karl Marx, Huey P. Newton, Frantz Fanon, they'll let you know. Violent revolution is the last stage of revolution. You got to get everything else in order before you go to war with your enemy. You understand? But we will have to go to war. And I believe that in order for us to put black people back on the throne, there's going to be a global war. It may be World War III. It might be World War IV. It might be World War V, but it's going to be Africans versus everybody. There's going to need to be a global uprising of African people, all continents, simultaneously against every other race, because they're going to join together. I want to be clear about this, because we have a lot of multiculturalists in our community. We got a lot of black folks who think you can trust yellow people. You got a lot of black people who think you can trust brown people. You got a lot of black people who think you can trust red people. First of all, the 5 major Native American tribes fought on the side of the Confederacy to preserve slavery. But every ninja wants to be a Cherokee and a Choctaw and a Chickasaw, and they all own slaves. But getting back to my point, every other group, the Chinese, the Arabs, the Mexicans, they will side with the white man. I want to be very clear about that. So when I say African people versus everybody, I don't want nobody to say, so it's going to be people of color versus the white man. No, it's not. It's going to be the white man and people of color versus the black man. Remember, when Chinese came to America, they fought in court to be considered white. When Puerto Ricans and Cubans first came to America, they fought in court to be considered white. Okay? Most non-white people of color in this country wanted to be considered white. They fought in court to be considered white. When the Latinos first got here, they wanted to be considered white. That's where the word Hispanic comes from. The U.S. government invented the word Hispanic for Spanish-speaking Africans who hated being African, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and Dominicans. And they said, you can't call yourself white because you're not. But we're going to give you a word so you don't have to be black, and that word is Hispanic. So I just want our people to understand this is not a people of color coalition. And too many Negroes are walking around with this invisible idea that all non-white people are a single family, that we somehow naturally work together. Where is that? When have the Puerto Ricans ever fought for us? When have the Mexicans ever fought for us? When have the Arabs, the East Indians, the Native Americans? Somebody show me a movement by another race systemically, not individual contributions, but systemically another community that has ever come to the aid of black folks. I'm not against those communities. Some of them support my work, but I need us to be clear that this is going to be a African world revolution. And when we go to war, we're going to have to fight everybody. You know why? The Chinese lose if you win. The Arabs lose if you win. The East Indians lose if you win. Israel loses if you win. And that's why they will join with the white man to keep you in your place.